It's like if it stops, you can get this paralysis over the scope of what needs to
Exactly.
be done, and it can just feel overwhelming. Like, oh my gosh, I've got to write whatever it is, 3 minutes more of music. And for anyone out there who's never written a song or composed more specifically, 3 minutes of music. Oh my! The amount of work
Yeah.
that can go into 3 minutes of music is, quite frankly, it's astonishing. And I don't think anyone can really appreciate it until they try and write 30 seconds worth of music in notation. So if we think about songwriting as writing lyrics and then sort of singing a melody or writing a melody over chords, in one verse, we may take up 20 seconds worth of time, and that one verse, we might write it in a matter of 2 minutes. Now, the difference is when you're writing a composition or creating a composition, even if it's for a single instrument, you have to take a much more micro view of what's going on, whereas a singer-songwriter can take a macro view. It's like, hey, the chord is G, the notes are whatever, B, B flat, A, G, F, G. We're getting bluesy today, apparently.
Yeah.
And then the words are, oh, my baby left me, my baby left me. And all of a sudden, you have 30 seconds of music from taking that broad scope. But if you go look at any of Alexander's compositions on his social media, you'll see that every single note the instrument is playing has been planned out, thought out. There's an incredible amount of work that goes into writing even a small amount of music. So the scope of even writing a single piece is so large because every single note needs to be written. Do you have anything to add to that, Alexander?
No, that's pretty much what I always say. The dichotomy between the time spent on the work and the actual sounding music is sometimes so frustrating and so vastly, it's unimaginable. Sometimes, especially when you write for orchestra. I have a 7.5 minute piece for orchestra that I've written 1 year ago. When I think about it, every single measure of an instrument sometimes took me minutes. And then an entire section of 4 measures might have taken hours and hours and hours. And the result sounding is just 5, 6, 7 seconds. And this is in composition something that is really, really difficult to get used to sometimes, because you spend 7 hours or more hours on measures, but the result is not 7 hours of music. And to get these proportions right is, I think, what every great composer, orchestral composer, whatever, has done. Beethoven meticulously worked out his motifs and themes and so forth. And in the end, they sound like he just whistled them one time, But no, huge amount of works. There's actually a very nice book written about that. I forgot the name of it. But based on the sketches found of Beethoven, we know, for example, the second theme of his Fifth Symphony, what they actually went through, all the different states of the melody. It's crazy. You wouldn't believe it, what it sounded like in the beginning. And then in the end, it sounds like, it's just improvised almost, or that it came out like that. But no, yeah.